Solomon Northup is an expert player on the violin.
I was born a free man, lived with my family in New York.
Be good for your mother.
Until the day I was deceived.
To Solomon.
Kidnapped. Sold into slavery.
Why did you want to make this film?
For me, it was just important. I just wanted to make a film about slavery because it was just something which hadn't been actually looked at before, really, in depth. And it was just a gaping hole in sort of film history. And I thought to myself, well, you know, I want to investigate. I want to find out. I want to look, and that's why it was a sort of an obvious thing to do for me.
And that servant
That don't obey his Lord
shall be beaten with many stripes.
From your point of view, what is it, do you think, that is resonating with people, that's enabling them to connect with the story in the film?
I think it's something which is in people's psyches. I think people, you know, especially in the United States, think about this quite often. And to have an outlet, to have a vehicle for their voice, I think it has made the film sort of a torch in a way. And also, I think because of this sort of situation we have right now, in the sort of perfect storm with, you know, Obama being the president, the unfortunate situation with Trayvon Martin, 150th anniversary of the abolition of slavery, the 50th anniversary of the March on Washington, and the voting rights being revoked. I think it sort of makes a perfect storm where people actually want to talk about themselves and who they are within society and where they came from and where we're going.
I've heard you say that the film is also in many ways about love. In what way?
I think I'm standing here because of it. I mean, you know, I think some of my ancestors obviously got through the whole journey of slavery, and that's why I'm standing here now. So there's a situation of love, the situation of survival, the situation of sort of embracing that sort of horror, making it yours. I mean, like other religious groups have. You know, for example, you know, with the Holocaust. I mean, to own that part of history and to never forget, I think is very, very important. That's exactly what, you know, what we should do, obviously, and what we're doing here with Solomon Northup and 12 Years a Slave. And hopefully the book itself, it will be on national curriculum. I mean, when I read that book for the first time, it was like opening Anne Frank's diary, and which happened 100 years before. I had never seen this book, and I didn't know why I had never seen this book. And I think it should be obviously more known than it was.
Days ago, I was with my family. In my home. Now you tell me all is lost.
What about the brutality in the film? Because when it was launched at the Toronto Film Festival, reportedly some people walked out of the premiere screening because of the brutality. Did you think a lot when you were making the film about how to portray the violence and the ugliness of slavery?
Well, funny enough, someone counted the amount of walkouts we had in Toronto, and I think there were about 3 or 4. So I think on any given movie you could have 3 or 4 walkouts, trust me. No, I think people have embraced this, and they embraced it because they want to know the truth. They want to have some kind of conversation about this unfortunate, you know, event, slavery, which happened in the very recent past. And I think people are very prepared for the film and want to sort of engage in it.
And does how he pleases with his property.
One critic I spoke to last week, he said he found the film sickening to watch, but he didn't find it profound in any way. What's he missing out on, do you think?
Well, I think we're always going to get sort of people who don't like it, obviously. You know, if you want to, you know, it's a case of, you know, we have to face the truth, you know, and some people don't. And it's sickening, yes, but guess what? That's how, you know, I am standing here today, you know, through these unfortunate events. So, you know, for example, I mean, you would imagine if the Holocaust was quite sickening in itself as a part of recent history. But we engage with it because we have to, and because we want to sort of move forward in who we are as human beings.
Don't you know something?
I did as instructed. There's something wrong. It's wrong with the instruction.
Master brought you here to work. Any more, I'll earn you 100 lashes.
Right now there's a lot of talk about the Oscar possibilities with the film. Are you concerned that there will be too much focus on all the Oscars hoopla and not enough on the content of the film?
I think, as you just mentioned, about the film and it being sort of quite strong as far as the physicality and the debate around it. I don't think that those award debates can actually shrink the bigger conversation which is actually occurring right now. So I'm not bothered at all.
And you must feel pretty good about what you've done with this film, do you?
I feel good that, you know what, the thing I think, honestly, Tom, the thing I feel good about is that we have resurrected this book which was lost. We put it on film, and now people will know who Solomon Northup was. That's what I feel good about.
I was a free man. I'm not a slave.